Yay. Okay, Camille Sensor. How's it going? You guys put this, if any of my mods are out there, can you put the subs on? We'll take them off later. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, somebody's got that option. I don't know what to tell you, Jerry Lynn. Hey, Mama Chipmunk. Thank you for doing that. How's it going, guys? Enjoying a Thursday? Lunchtime for me, so it's like 2 o'clock for some of you guys, 3 o'clock for some people. Oh, I'll wait a couple minutes. 7 people in the room? Sure. 9 people in the room? Awesome. Hey, Bushy Sheriff. How's it going? You made it. Of course you did. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. This is probably my last thing I'm going to talk about, that psychic. So, my last thing. And then I'm moving on. Bigger and better things. I got better things to talk about. I got the. I'll show the. They had Rob McCammon update today. I'll show that. And I got some receipts as well. Apparently, Callie Gibson's making a name for herself, or Callie OG. I can't wait till the crew bust out that lie his way. I can't call. I can call to the okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm taking a step back from it, so but I've got a couple things to mention, and that'll be it for me. So you can't wait till the crew bust out the lie this way. I can call to the floor laughing. Sure. So I'll just get going anyways. This is my last thing, and then I'm moving on from Zack. I'm kind of done with Zack. I'm Zacked out. Hopefully you can read that. So this was posted this morning. Off to off to my first search location midday. Can't wait to ground myself within the nature. But he says we made it. Surrounding this area to truly figure out if Jack and Lily are on land or in water. I am keeping an open mind as I do my searching. As for my flight, that was the most anxious I've ever felt in my life. What an adrenaline filled ride. Laugh out loud. I love you all. I'm full of gratitude, happiness, and love. Now do my part. Oh, P.S. Someone should have warned me about how bad the service is out there. Oh, Zach. I wish you would get some hearing aids or something, or get the wax out of your ears. Be sure you don't shower. But I've been telling you, and your mods have been telling you, there's no cell phone service out there where we're going. We've been telling you that for 5 months, and yet you still don't listen. So the funny thing about this whole thing is, and this will clear my name now. For 3 weeks, he uttered threats and claimed that I uttered threats to him, and that's all posted in my Facebook group. Um, all my receipts and stuff. Where's yours receipts, Zack, not Jack. Where's your receipts? So did I meet you there? Was I gonna was I gonna live you? It would be your last breath? Something tells me I don't think you made it. I don't think you're in Nova Scotia. Thanks for all coming in. Hit that like button. But I think that clears me up. I think uh I hope. Obviously I'm in Alberta, so I didn't meet him there like he said I was going to. And he went on and on about 3 weeks about threats and stuff. If you're there, I wouldn't be worried about me not being there because I'm in Alberta, but I'd be worrying about a couple people. I'm not going to mention any names. I don't know them. I just know them by I see them on YouTube all the time. You know what I'm talking about. I'd be worried about that. So if you guys want to see all those threats, go from the Rob Haynes drama, that video, and then follow for the last 3 weeks of everything that Zack had said about Durwood and Daniel. You'll get a laugh out of it. But I'm done digging for people. All our receipts are up. I'm going on to bigger, better things starting next week. I might do a live here and there till the weekend, and that'll be it. And the reason why I think that he's not going to be there, I have his cell phone number. So I did some tracking. And I had to block out his number. According to this, he's still in the US. So if you can provide some receipt stack that you're in Nova Scotia, take some pictures on your brand new phone. Supposedly it might have been you, the $300 phone might be you, possibly might be you. All he has to do is show some pictures that he's in Nova Scotia. Claims that he's in Pictou at a hotel somewhere. I don't know how he managed that with a no credit card. So provide some receipts, Zack, because I think I've heard some people have been messaging you, and they're calling the cops and they're filing fraud charges against you. Howdy, Diesel Wizzle. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. Yeah, he'll say he broke his phone and he's lost. I think he's lost in somewhere in Massachusetts, somewhere in the woods, somewhere, some park or something. Claim that he's looking for Jack and Lily in the woods. Kind of hard with that three herniated disc that he claims to have, and how he's going to be traipsing around the woods with that, carrying his laptop and a phone, two phones, and what the mic stand, traipsing that through the woods. Good luck with that. I googled his number. I have his number and I put it into like some kind of tracking thing online, and it turned out that he's still in the States. I've had some other people on it as well. So I thought I'd point that out. So how about, hey, I'll apologize. I'll eat crow. If he can provide some receipts today, maybe on his Facebook, or maybe fire a couple co-creators some messages with some pictures that he's in Nova Scotia. Maybe you can run into Kent or even Durwood or Daniel and they can take a picture of him. They can hold his phone for him. I don't know if they could do that with all the threats they've been giving him, but they'll hold his phone for him and take a picture of him. Hey, I'm in Nova Scotia on a vacation, right? Well, here's my thing about this. This was messaged at about 3 o'clock this morning, my time. So it would have been 6 o'clock his time in Nova Scotia, right? Is that there? That's all the flights from last night going into Halifax. The last flight from Boston, I think it's up there. Is that the wrong one? No, there it is. Air Canada, Nova Scotia time, about 9:23. So, so he's 2 hours ahead of me, right? He did a live about 2 o'clock. He would have to rush to the airport, depending on, and then you'd have to go through all that security and stuff, right? So, so you guys tell me, do you think he's in Nova Scotia? I don't think so. But I'll eat crow if he's put some pictures up. Put some receipts up, Zach. It's not that hard. I've been doing it. My girls have been doing it, or my mods have been doing it. We got a whole Facebook page of everything that you've been doing since September. How hard is it? It's not that hard, man. Snap, click, post. Here I am. I'm in Nova Scotia, right? And then what bothered me is what we made it. We made it. So who'd you go with? Did your girlfriend go with you? Did your mom go with you? So everybody paid for your mom to go? I don't know. Interesting. So maybe start showing some pics. But one thing is for certain, Zach, I've lawyered up. And you defamed me. You slandered me for 3 weeks, claiming that that I was uttering threats to you. Well, I put my receipts up my Facebook page. All of them there. Everything that I said to you. Even the last recorded message I sent to you. It's all up there for everybody to listen. I never threatened you once, man. I've supported you since day one. So, all power to you. So if you happen to be in Nova Scotia and you find the kids, that will help you pay for your lawyer, and that will help you pay for the lawsuit I may press against you. Just saying. But I know I didn't meet you there like you said I was going to. Well, we'll see it, won't we? But I'm done with that. That being said, I'm done with you, Zach. You've heard it me from the horse's mouth, but there'll be more posts coming up on Facebook. But I am done. I'm moving on from you. C'est la vie. Maybe you guys can put some pressure on him to get some pictures up, eh? That'd be a good idea. I'm looking for that video now. Oh, there you go. Did I got it? Should have it. There it is. Okay, here's the update. I'll show you guys the update. Hope it works. Oh, wrong button.
You know what's funny about marriage counseling? They spend hours teaching you how to communicate better, how to fight fair, how to speak each other's love language. They completely miss the elephant in the room because
Before you start, you just take another half step towards the point. Absolutely. On that note, we will start.
Here's the update today. Ron McCannon.
One follow up. If there's time after that, we'll go back around for another round of questions. Thank you.
Hope you guys can see that.
Thank you all for coming today. As you can see by our news release, we don't have new information to put out there. Our investigators continue to actively drive this investigation forward and follow up on every tip and lead that we receive. I will answer a few of your questions.
So if you could just state your name and agency where you're from, and we'll proceed that way.
Sure, no problem.
You guys can see? Awesome.
Much information. Do you feel there are people out there that might be able to give you information that could lead you somewhere?
Can you hear it?
Really would like the public to consider, if they do have any information, real factual based information, to please contact us at the numbers provided. We seek anything we can find so that we can follow up and find new leads, new avenues to find information.
Jacob Moore with Acadian Broadcasting. What sort of level of new information or new discovery do you need for this to potentially move from a missing persons case to something else, potentially something criminal or suspicious?
Sure. It's hard to really put a label on what exactly we'd need, as you can imagine. But we just need facts and evidence that support criminality. And once we have that, we make all of our decisions based on the evidence that we collect. Once we have that evidence, then we'll move forward in those areas if that's appropriate.
Your news release this morning, you talked about wanting to have more fact-based tips from the public. Can you tell us what you meant by that, and I have a follow-up?
Sure. I mean, everybody is exposed to social media throughout their daily lives, and sometimes social media can get fairly speculative and sometimes not necessarily based in truth or fact. The information we need isn't necessarily speculation or thoughts or theories. We'd like information that actually points us in a direction to try and find out things that have taken place. So I just find sometimes social media can be a little bit murky. So
on social media, can you talk to us about how, when tips come from that kind of a source, so people are relating tips that they've heard on social media, how the impact that has on the investigation? Because I understand you have to chase those down.
yeah, obviously, when we investigate something, we try and gather every piece of information we possibly can about the situation. So when we get a tip, a speculative tip, then we're required, we're duty bound to follow down all leads to either corroborate or uncorroborate that particular tip. So when we get things that really are, you know, uh, speculative, it creates work for us that, of course, takes away from maybe better areas that we could focus on sometimes. So it just helps for us in our stuff. People consider, is this something that is factual, something the police can find more information on? So does that answer your question?
what's the 1 year investigation? What's approaching the 1 year mark mean for the investigation? Does it change any of the results of maybe even getting to us or finding the kid?
We've taken, it's of course been a long investigation. So over the last number of months, we've gone through a lot of the information we have. And of course, we're new leads, but I guess this investigation was always going to take time. There's been a lot of tips, a lot of interviews, and a lot of video that we've had to review. And of course, other avenues of different areas where we want to collect and things. So it takes a long time to go through all that and do it. But that's where the investigation stands.
You mentioned the amount of content you guys go through, and there's a huge kind of rise of it. Do you kind of keep it in mind?
Well, obviously, whenever you collect any electronic data, you have to make sure that there's integrity related to that data. So, of course, that creates extra steps. But we have the capabilities in the RCMP to deal with those things. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, then with Radio Canada, I'll ask my question in English, but if it could be answered in French.
Sure.
Where are we approaching with the 1 year? You said there's nothing new, but what are you hoping to see next?
We're going to continue to gather whatever information is out there, take any tips from the public and follow up on those, and we'll make our investigative decisions based on those facts.
I can provide the French if you want to, Rob. Alors, en français, vraiment avec l'année qui s'est poursuivie, l'enquête se poursuit. Nos enquêteurs suivent tous les renseignements. On poursuit l'enquête qui va continuer à se poursuivre jusqu'à temps qu'on trouve qu'est-ce qui est arrivé aux enfants.
Particular challenges, some colleagues talked about like AI content, social media. Are there specific challenges in your investigation right now that you're facing that maybe weren't there at the beginning?
Speak to a specific challenge. I think it's more of a general comment about social media and AI impacts on policing, right? So it's just things that we have to consider nowadays. So.
Oui, absolument. En ce qui concerne l'intelligence artificielle, c'est certain que nous, on enquête les faits. On a des enquêteurs, des ressources spécialisées vraiment pour filtrer ça, pour aller de l'avant. C'est certain qu'on demande aux gens qui ont des faits de venir de l'avant contacter les policiers.
From the Globe and Mail. To the outside world, it's being a press release today. Many people might assume that the case then stands.
Why did everyone born before 1981 claim this $250,000 life insurance policy? The number one reason is not about insurance claims, health conditions, or even politics. It's actually because most people just don't know they can get life insurance for less than $1 a day, and they don't need to do a medical check. There are only 3 requirements to qualify for this life insurance program. You must be a Canadian citizen, you must be over 45 years old, and you must live in a qualified postal code. To check if you qualify, tap the link below now before the program ends. It's completely free to check and takes just 60 seconds.
Sorry, guys.
Stand over the investigation, stand still. What can you say to tell the public or convince the public that what you're doing?
I gotta pay that premium, I think, so I don't have any commercials.
This began, the RCMP has been actively engaged in pursuing the answers as to what happened with Jack and Lily. This is a critical question for our community. 2 young children go missing and we have no answers. So we've not let up the steam and we won't. Our investigators, our parents, as I've said before, we're families and we want answers as much as everybody else. We haven't stopped and we won't. We've engaged units from across Canada. We continue to engage those units to support us where needed. We've brought in specialized services for any area that's required, whether it be looking at social media for AI or whatever other specialized areas, human remains detection dogs, and we won't stop. If we see something we can leverage that'll help us find answers, we'll take that.
But are you any close to knowing what happened to the kids? When I spoke with you in December, you said they were forming pictures of what may have happened. We still don't know. There's still no evidence of abduction or foul play or anything for any of that going on.
We continue to gather information to develop that picture, and we have to review all the information that comes in when we make decisions. Of course, there is an active investigation. I'm not going to get into all the details of it, but we are pursuing all avenues available to us.
Angela, the politics of this is happening, but I know the press release says fact-based tips. What exactly are you looking for when you mean fact?
Well, something that can be corroborated, something that's less than rumor or, this person said, that person said, something that we can find facts to follow up on to show whether things are true or false, things like that. Perhaps there's evidence or tangible evidence of some kind. Maybe I'm just tossing out possibilities, but something that we're able to work with to find something out, not necessarily just some random theory that we have to piece through. So does that make sense?
I know there was volunteer search this weekend. Does RCMP have any plan of doing another search of Lansdale?
This time, we appreciate the efforts from the different groups that are trying to support community with locating these two missing children, and we've been in contact with them.
Boot sheet, what are you talking about? There's a picture up? Is there a picture up? If you can you email that to me? Email that to me if you could, please. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Please email that to me, please. I'll forward it to my I'll forward it to here in a bit after this.
So, it's good to see community step up, and but we don't have anything planned at this time.
Sorry, go ahead. So, Paul, we gonna be 106 interviews. Polygraph. I think this is reported in the call, but we asked to church setting. Polygraph. Family members, community members, can you been specificity or just a
Sure. Generally, we've viewed different people related to the circumstances here. I'm not going to get into specifics of it, but there's been a few different polygraphs done, and that's of course a tool that we use as part of our investigation. So, yeah, not just family, but there's been different.
Whoops. Well,
sure I spoke with neurologists.
I thought I'd mute this. Give me a sec. Sorry, guys.
Investigation because there's obviously a lot of emotion and because of these two young children.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've mentioned this a couple of times. Our investigators feel.
Ah, fuck. Give me a sec. I apologize. Ah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've mentioned this a couple of times. Our investigators feel
Sorry about that, guys.
they put it on themselves. As much as everybody is pressuring us, we pressure ourselves almost more doubly as much as that. So, um, but they're committed to finding answers. Everybody wants answers to this, to what's happened here, and we'll continue to follow all avenues that are available to us until we have those answers.
Alice Nelson with CBC News. This case is extremely rare for blue complaints to disappear without trace, no answers 1 year later. It's virtually unheard of. What challenges does that present to the RCMP?
Well, of course, anytime time goes by, there may be evidence lost or information that never that doesn't get found. It of course affects people's memories and stuff too when we go to do interviews. Like there are impacts on like the investigation, but at the end of the day, uh, investigations sometimes take time, especially when you're dealing with the volume of information that we're dealing with in this particular case, and we have to get it right. So
What is your plan to find the
and we continue to gather and look for any avenue to find information that'll help us. Again, if there's members of the public,
I got this sent to me earlier.
um, and we will make our decisions based on that. I can't really say what exactly the plan is other than to keep working, finding the information we need, and then we will find the answers to what happened.
Psychologists have discovered that procrastination isn't caused by laziness or
I
lack
gotta
of
get training.
mechanism.
There you go.
Just what happened, Jack.
Any follow-up question, C3? I know you had one earlier. Have some?
Can we just repeat in French just how rare this is the case and what
C'était vraiment c'est rare. En effet, c'est extrêmement rare de voir un frère, une sœur vraiment disparaître sans trace. Et, nos enquêteurs poursuivent l'enquête, on cherche des faits, on poursuit tous les renseignements, vraiment un à un. On parle.
How goes your guys' French? No offense. Mine's awful.
Sur toutes les avenues pour vraiment trouver Lily et Jack, savoir qu'est-ce qui est arrivé. Merci.
You talked about how hard your officers are working and how much pressure there is. And there is a perception, there may be a perception out there that this investigation has been stalled, is not getting anywhere. Uh, could you comment on the idea? I'm not asking you to reveal anything, that there are things happening behind the scenes that the police just cannot talk about.
Here, we're gathering that information, and there's operational security related to the information we gather. If people learn different things, that can impact our ability to gather things in a general sense, right? But it's just we have to maintain the security of what we're doing too, right? Impact our ability to gather things later. So
investigations like this take time.
Yeah.
Besides the volume, what can you say about why investigations like this take?
well, even when it comes to just interviewing people, sometimes that doesn't happen immediately. Sometimes it takes time to make arrangements. There's all kinds of things that can get in the way, delays here and there, whether you're dealing with people. So sometimes some of the tips take a lot longer to follow up with because they're just more in depth, the things we have to do, right? So, without getting into a bunch of details, there's just a lot of work to be done. So.
Are you confident that you're going to get there in the end?
We'll gather all the information we have, and on those answers, we'll make our decisions, move forward. I'm comfortable we'll be able to gather the information we need to move this investigation where it needs to go.
Information on families coping that's taken it out.
Not specifically about family impacts, but in general, in any circumstance like this, there's impacts on the family, and my heart goes out to them. They've been working with us, and engaged with our team, and we appreciate that. And it's not an easy time for family, and that really comes back to the social media point that can cause a lot of pain and grief for our grieving family members. So I don't have any specific comment, just general that that does have impacts on families. Big time.
You've talked about what you've already worked through, but what sort of evidence have you yet to explore? Is there any, amount of tips that, maybe not are rumors, but that you're.
I mean, I really can't put this is we need this or this is what it looks like. Every investigation is different, right? So.
All right, we'll take one last question, and that'll be it for today. Thank you. So, but a very simple question: can you confirm that as of today, there's no evidence of an abduction?
We don't have any evidence of an abduction at this point in time.
By the same token, you have no evidence or reason to believe that this is a criminal matter.
We continue to collect information. We will make our decisions based on that. But as of right now, we're still investigating this as a missing persons investigation. Right?
Saying that it.
We have avenues that we're traveling down, and we're considering all potential. So.
With you was more involved, and would you say from then to now that you made any progress, or
progress on going through the things we need to go through? Like we're working every day to go down the roads we need to go down. So we have made forward progress, but it does take time. So
what more? Do you believe Jack and Lily are alive or dead?
He said that before. I think it was my first statement.
Sure.
Yeah, no, and well, it hasn't changed. I think the chances that Jack and Lily are alive are very slim.
Oh.
Si vous avez d'autres questions, vous pouvez les envoyer par courriel ou au bureau des communications. Merci.
Okay. What do you guys think of that? Sorry about that. It's a slim chance they'd be unalive. That's what he said. A slim chance they'd be alive. This is when Rob's drone would come into play. Okay, Bushit. Did you send me that pic there, Bushit? Fly that drone, find that scammer, and liar show? He's not in Canada. I know he's not in Canada. I just seen the picture. That looks photoshopped, to be honest. We can do a little comparison if you guys want. I got his picture of his house. I think. Could one of my mods find that picture of the house? I can't do it from here. Could you send it to the chat and I'll figure something out? You can do that for me, please? I'm curious now about that. I didn't want to talk about it, but we could talk about it for a few minutes. Seems like that's what you guys want to talk about. I guess you guys seen the interview earlier. I say let it all play out and see at the end of it, because by listening to us may only help advance strategy. Yeah. Not cold in Quebec either today. I have all my windows open too. My windows are open. It's plus 22 here. So glad to have spring weather. Yeah, me too. So it's AI pixel sounds fake? You think so? Shit. You guys give me about 2 minutes. I'm gonna end this live right now, and I'll start up a new one. Or if you guys are okay with that, I'll be right back. Are you guys okay with that? Or because I'll find it. I wonder if I could do it from here. Really, still there? Sorry about that. Hope you guys are still there. Hope you guys are coming back. Give me a bit. Sorry. Okay, so here's my thing. I think the picture was taken in the winter time at his house, in my opinion. There's the picture, and there's the post. You wish he had both phones, right? So you want to go back to the hotel? It's cold there. So I think it could be Photoshop, judging by those trees. But I think he was trying on that jacket on at wintertime because about that same time his mom bought him a jacket. He might have threw it on to see if it would fit, check it out in the winter. You know what I mean? That's what I think happened. That's my opinion. And this is why I say that. Pictou County plus 12. I even pulled up the weather for Pictou County area. It's plus 12 right now. So he's going to need a winter jacket? Is he cold-blooded? Well, yeah, well, it says here plus 12. So if it's warmer than that, why would he need the jacket? Right? That's Boston right now. Same thing. Man, I should be an investigator. Because I could pull up the clip that he put the jacket on. I'll have to give me some time here, but I can pull it up. Rib. You're gonna call me Rib now? Just call me Wolfie or call me whatever. I don't care. I don't care what you call me. Just don't call me names. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, it's Celsius here, so it wouldn't be Fahrenheit, but plus 12, that's degrees. But Pictou County is like what, plus 14 there, so it's kind of warm. It's strangely warm. It's plus 22 here. It's warm here. I'm in shorts. Plus 20, I was in shorts. So let's take a look at the picture again. Do you really think he's going to need that jacket at plus 12? I don't think so. Come on, Jack, or Zach. You're not pulling a fast one on me, man. Here's his house. I think there's his house. I'm not giving you the address. See the cars there? He claimed that that was taken in August 2025. And that's his house. Might have been in the backyard. Took a picture of the backyard. Little house on the block, yeah, pretty much. Come out with a Michael Landon hat. Gonna go work on the farm. Go plow those dusty fields in Minnesota. Just saying. But that's his house. There's his picture. It looks photoshopped to me. You can see the. It looks pretty photoshopped. Because give you an example. Well, we could tell right here, right? Like this picture here. Like look at this. Like this is a normal picture, right? That's not AI. It was a drone of some sort or something, like took a or a satellite image that it was an aerial view that took a picture of it, right? Okay. And I screenshot it, see? In Wichita. Now look at this. There's no cutoff there. If you were taking a photo, if you were taking a picture, right? There's no cutoff. You think so, boot sheet? I know a few more I know a few more like Zack, Rob. There are liar scammers in Nita World is one of them. I have a few more. I hope you cover busy their ass. Bring the heat on. Get them off here. Yeah. It's Photoshop. Yeah, that's what I think, boot sheet. Honestly, God, I think it's Photoshop. Look, there's no cutoff. Usually there's a cutoff. Did Monsters of Monsters of Chaos take off? I seen them briefly and then they left. So I hope they come back. It said it's AI pixel generated. Okay. Maybe that's what he bought on Sunday with that $300. Maybe. It's a possibility. With that email that I showed you guys yesterday, it was somebody made a comment about it yesterday, one of their lives yesterday. I think it was MJ. And she had made some pretty good points. Proven innocent you're innocent till you're proven guilty. However, that woman that got her money scammed, it was like $1,400. Zack is the only recipient in that with that app. She's not a recipient to anybody else. You know what I mean? She doesn't have any sending any other people money to. It was just Zack, right? So that's suspicious. And that's what the point I was going to get at. It was very suspicious. You can get yeah, you can. You get a lot of AI generate programs. I've seen that. AB does a lot of AI stuff for his thumbnails. They're kind of cool, actually. Same with Niche. So, so, oh, it's up there. It's pretty sad that you don't even know our temperatures, Zach. And you have a computer. It's plus 20 there. It's plus 12, plus 14 there. You don't need a jacket, dude. Well, there's plenty of. You can just go to the streets of Pictou, right? Apparently, you can find somebody that's on the street. Hey, direct current. Put picture through AI. Remove hustle filters, and you can tell where and what site the picture was taken. Okay, I think I might know somebody who might do it, and then I'll get back to you guys. But I think it's either AI generated or he took that picture freaking one of those days where the first maybe a couple weeks of January, maybe. Because I got a video of that. Not a video of it, not a picture of it with him in his jacket on back then, but um he's mentioned a couple of times his mom bought him a jacket right after Christmas. He probably wore it to break it in, Probably took a picture then. So we don't know. But it's good to know. Um since you're here, I'll replay it again and hopefully we're done with it for a while. He doesn't say where he's going in his post. He just says, "Oh, I'm off to my first search." And go back. Here we go. I'll show it again. There you go. This was this morning, about 7 hours ago or 8 hours ago, or something like that. He must be one of those Yanks who thinks that we're all living igloos here in frosty Canada. Yeah. And we eat blubber. And we like our maple syrup. And we eat it with candy, like the elf guy on Elf. Like the movie Elf. Candy and spaghetti. Right? And it's not a boot. It's a boat. You know. As much as everyone called him out, you think he would make sure to take a picture or a video of the hotel for proof to us? Yeah. He could have taken a picture of the plane as soon as he got off the plane. High adrenaline. The best part about it is, hey, Tony, did you notice the phone is already charged? Yeah. So sorry about the video earlier. I didn't mean to do that. You know, technical difficulty, struggling with the technical stuff. Maple syrup is part of my daily life. Nice. You eat that with spaghetti too? And candy? Direct going remote sessions in a trash can? Sure. You guys. I think he's full of shit too, Direct. I'm pretty sure he is. And I say that because here it is. I got his phone number. I plugged it into a find my phone thingy or find my partner kind of deal. And that's what it came up with me. He's still in the States. Phone traces are saying he's still in Massachusetts in his home. There's your proof. What else do I got? There's his house. Direct. Everybody. That's his house, right? Not today. It was in August 2025. Look at the cars. Like, claimed about not having a car. He never had a car before. Well, what's that? Right there. They tried to get a car in like January, the same time they were trying to get funeral costs. Well, look, what's that? You know, August. All right. There's a weather in Pictou County. Is he wearing a jacket at plus 14? Well, it's plus. Well, according to this, I put up on global, it's plus 12, but some people are saying it's plus 14. Do they really? DoorDash? There's a thought. I didn't think of that. That's a good idea. But Candygram, knock knock. Candygram. Oh, we sent him a stripper. Sent him a male stripper. Whoops, sorry, wrong house. I don't know. Anywho, moving along. Oh yeah, his mom claimed that works at Dunkin' Donuts and she works at a deli, right? It's posted everywhere on her Facebook. She works at a deli, and he piped up and said he works at Dunkin' Donuts. I gotta put that up yet. Hey Jessica Love, how's it going? So do replay, Jessica. I promise you it'd be good. We found some stuff out. It's interesting. His Zack's picture's up. I think it's AI generated, or he took his picture in wintertime because it's plus 12 in Pictou County right now. I don't think he'd need a jacket. So he's out there searching bare trees. So do replay that. I don't know. We don't know anybody. We've tried a few things. We had a few suggestions this morning. My mods and I are exhausted. We've done nothing but for a month, like pump this stuff out, called him on his shit, and then you block people. He would lose subscribers, he would gain subscribers. Anybody would follow him. Like you guys are just as nuts as he is. You know what I mean? Just to follow him, just buying into it because to me it's like a cult. We tried that. I don't know if they'll do it or not. Maybe in a couple days, maybe if. But he's posting. That's the only issue with that because he did try to threaten suicide a few times and drop his channel. He was going to commit suicide. He did that a few times, and he tried to blame it on Jasmine at Crazy Cat Terriot. He tried to blame um, Becca a couple times as well. Well, if I'm going to commit suicide, it's their fault. Like, you know, I like the DoorDash idea though. How about take a picture of your hotel in the airport when you were on the plane, like taking pictures as you're outside the window or whatever, if you were at the window. Take a picture with a stewardess, you know? I can guarantee you didn't hit that high mile club. With those teeth. Yeah, I said it. High mile club. Which trees? The trees in Pictou or the trees in Massachusetts? Well, let's see. Well, like that's August, right? But he's got to keep it secret, right? He doesn't want, he's being threatened, right? He's being threatened. Well, he spent 3 weeks freaking threatening Daniel and Durwood, so that's okay, Direct. It's all right. I do it too. I wish you would, boot sheet. I could somebody throwing a friggin' mental friggin' thing. Call the mental health department. Somebody did. One of his mods did. I think it was Golden Wiz. I call her Golden Wiz, but her name's actually Golden Wizard. Goes by her whole name. Her old name was um, um, KTS worker. She happened to be a social worker, right? It's in my. That's in my. It's up there in my Facebook group there. All the receipts are there of her, right? She contacted me by email and claimed to be a social worker. And I'm like, well, the guy's uttering death threats. Shouldn't you be calling in for a wellness check? You're a social worker. Well, I've been trying to fill in the holes. I'm trying to report and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck you. Pardon my language. Anyways, I'm kind of, But my mods are just exhausted. We're hoping that this will be it, and we're just gonna keep posting stuff. I encourage everybody to post in the Facebook group. I really do. Could you please repost that, Mama Chipmunk, for everybody? The Facebook link. There's tons of stuff up there right now. I'm gonna get more stuff up later. There's one more thing I wanted to address before I leave. It'll be a while, but don't worry, I'll be on for a while. So just one thing I wanted to address. And then I'm gonna address some other things as well, but in a different live. I gotta do a part 2. So well, thank you, Bushid. I appreciate that. I gotta see if I can pull the messages up from here though. And I can't pull up the Facebook because apparently the censor group is gone. I think. Well, I'm banned from there. Well, I was banned for there for months ago. So I wish another mod was in here to back me up on everything because she was a witness to everything, but she's not here today, which is okay. I think I can manage. She was here last night though. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. But we're exhausted from the Zack thing, and it's out there. Go check out the Facebook page. Mama Chipmunk will put it up, the link here in a bit. Give her, be patient. I know my chat is slow today for some reason. I don't know why. However, so I got the somewhat of the Rob McCammon review out. I've got a little bit of Zack. Now I'm going to talk about something else. I'm moving right along. I know. I hope Monsters just Chaos is listening, and he's out there. He wanted some stuff from me, so he can always replay it too. Hopefully I could find her. Hopefully she's here. She in here? Sorry guys, give me a bit. Found it. So AB did a post, a couple of posts, well, a couple videos about Callie Gibson. And I commented, I would really appreciate people that would not use me as a to use me and put their name in their mouths to to call somebody out at my expense, if that makes sense. I don't really appreciate it, to be honest, especially when somebody comes in my room and leaves a comment. That's sending mixed messages to me. And then to do that, I don't really appreciate AB. You've been sending a lot of mixed messages lately, but I've got some proof here for you and for anybody. Just give me a sec. Sorry, guys. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Got my fingers swollen. You guys still there? Okay. Give me a couple minutes. I haven't even looked at Callie's stuff in so long. The issue is a little bit of a fruitcake. Here's why. Hope you guys can read that. I'll zoom in. There you go. Yeah, last time I really talked to her was, I know I said in AB's chat, I made it left a comment under No Mercy, and I said it was November the last time I talked to her. I haven't talked to her for ages. It was probably after Christmas, and just after Christmas, and then right about um so she sends me this. It was right after Christmas. It was kind of a little bit back and forth. I didn't really want to listen to her. Here's another one. Talking about some trafficking ring or something like that coming from Jordan or something. She sends me this right after Christmas. She posted a bunch of shit in her Facebook about Durwood and stuff. And that was all her comments on her post. She sends me that. I wasn't interested in it. She sends me that. Just give me a second. I'm going to show you the whole messages. So she blocks me about, it was right after Christmas. Yeah, about the 28th of December. Too bad I can't zoom in on it. Maybe I can pull it closer. There. Well, anyways, I showed you the pictures there. She blocked me. What happened was, Shan, well, Tea Lady, whatever. Um, Me and a bunch of us from when I was modding with Charmaine, she was shooting her. Callie was in there shooting her mouth about complaining about Charmaine, and Charmaine messaged me, told me to get my ass in there. I wasn't even in there. I went over there and I told her to shut her. I told her basically told her to shut her pie hole, and about Charmaine's room and stuff. Like you shouldn't be bashing other. Well, you shouldn't be bashing other creators in other channels, and um so anyways, I called her out on it. She blocks me. And that was December 28th. And then so I questioned her on it. She figured I attacked her. I didn't attack her. I just called her out on it, right? And I just said, "Hey." And that's what she's been doing lately with AB recently. So that's AB's problem now, not mine. So leave my name out of it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want anything to do with her. So leave my mouth out of it. We're two peas in a pod? I don't think so. I got rid of her back after Christmas. It was back and forth for a little bit. I think it was about maybe mid January. And then I tried to reach out to her again. She unblocked me, and I blocked her again. And that was it. And I haven't talked to her since. And that's now 3 months. And somebody, then I blocked her again. That was it. And that was the last time I actually spoken to her. So, but she is a real nut job. She, I think it was back in November. We were together. We're not double agent. I wasn't a double agent. She wasn't a double agent. Uh, she conspired in me about something way back when. It was she blamed she called I remember telling Ken about it. I remember talking to Ken about it over the phone about it. Um but I went to bat for Kent in a sense. He AB let it slip that um I don't have those receipts though. I may not. I don't know. I'll look again when I'll pull them up one day if I can find them. Because I said we blocked and we unblocked, we blocked and unblocked. Now I'm permanently blocked her, so I could pull this up because um she hasn't deleted any of her messages and I haven't deleted mine. So I guess so, but she's blocked me and I blocked her. But anyway, she went on and on about calling something. AB let something slip about being the P word, and it wasn't. He was just venting, and then Callie Gibson came on me about, oh well, he's this and this, and I'm like, well, you don't have any proof to back that up. You shouldn't accuse anybody for calling people like that. And then she started running her mouth calling me Durwood. She thought I was Durwood. Do I sound like Durwood? You guys think I sound like Durwood? Do I sound like Kent? Well, she threatened to call people thought I was Kent. She thought I was um I think she sent a message out a while ago saying claiming I was part of Monsters of Sabotage. She claimed I was Monsters of Chaos. Um she's a real nut job, that one. I think she's got too much time on her hands. And all she's doing is like, if you want to call, like AB called it this morning, she was a little bit more of like a bully, a little bit more of a online bullying. Look at online bullying. Look at Callie. Callie's name picture would be right there in the dictionary. You know what I mean? So I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want anybody talking about me about her or anything like that. I just want to clear the air on that. But she's came at me many times. She th- um she threatened. I had to send her pictures, and she still didn't believe me that I was. She thought I was Durwood or Kent's nephew. I sent her pictures. She's just a real nut job, that one. And if anybody's a double agent, that's her. If anybody, she took me under her wing. In the beginning, I thought she was cool and all that, and then I seen all the AI Durwood videos that she put out, and whatever. I like I said, that was one of the people I mixed the wrong crowd with, and I friended her and all that, but I'm no longer friends with her. It's just because she came at me once about the Shriners, and she came at me once about the Freemasons, because my family background were Freemasons, and we had and my both my grandparents were in the Shriners, not the Shriner Circus, but they call it like the Shriners, the military Shriners, and people sometimes get it mixed up, and they have their own conspiracy theories about um, child killing, and you know, and the R word, and so that's my story. I just want to show you guys that I don't talk to Callie anymore. She's in my archives. I saved those receipts in case something like this came by one day. I just really appreciate people would not use me and put my name, both my names in their mouths, and um, to call somebody out or out somebody out at my expense. So yeah, thank you very much, Bushit. Have a good day. Anywho, that being said, so I want to show some receipts this morning and to show you guys I'm not associated with Callie anymore. So oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention to chat. My bad. I looked up and said something about Rob, and I'm like, oh, okay. The picture of Zack is posted, not is not photoshopped. It was across the road from his house. Okay. That's what we found out. Sweet. Well, there you go. Do we have a picture of that? Can we prove it? Because I'll put it up right away, Mama G. Because I'm pretty much done now. We can put it up. Go to matcha, Andrea. I guess we got the tea boot sheet. So there you go. So it sounds like his house is across the street. He got it, the picture was taken. So that just proves everything. So he's not in Canada. Busted! Busted! I think you effed up there, Zack. Tell me what you guys think. I can stay on in there 10 more minutes and I'm gonna go. I've got stuff to do today. I'm sure you guys are working still. Some of you. Becca confirmed it. Okay. So we'll put that out in the, I guess we'll put everything together and we'll put it up as a post on the Facebook group. Can you guys, one of you guys post the Facebook group up? We'll put everything together. You have to go to work till out for 5. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to get off here soon. I got to be at, I got to go deal with my taxes today before they shut down at midnight or I get penalized. And I got to call my parents at some point. So that being said, we'll post everything up on the Facebook group post and do hit the like, subscribe, please share. I appreciate y'all for coming. Andrea's taking you to work with her today. Oh yeah. Nice. Me and Andrea will laugh all day at the grifting banshee. Another post says it's very chilly there. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Well, we should post it up on the Facebook group, don't you think, Mama? Can you put that link up, please? I'll put it up right away. Yeah, I'll see it. Yeah, it's like plus 12 or plus 14 right now. I think his next boot sheet, Rob, his next post photo will be at him at a creek doing a fake remote session. I think his remote session would be at could be like a creek somewhere near Boston, Massachusetts, or it'll be at I think it'll be in some park somewhere, claiming that it's behind Daniel's house. Thank you for that, Mama Chipmunk. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna take off. We'll post everything on Facebook as soon as possible. Go check it out. The link is right there. Please like and subscribe and have a great day and be kind to one another.